this is like art. This is what they do in Italy and it's considered couture. You know, this is what they do in France and it's like fine art and fine fashion. So I was like, you know what? Like the world has to see this.
Meet Chief Ugo Mozie, designer, creative entrepreneur, visionary, and storyteller. For over a decade, his fearless style has shaped the world's biggest stages, dressing icons, collaborating with legendary houses from Vivienne Westwood, Valentino, Balmain, and styling the incomparable Diana Ross at the Met Gala. With his highly anticipated brand 1116, Ugo is proving that world-class couture, true luxury, and the future of fashion aren't imported to Africa. They are born here. This is the new Made in Africa, and it's just getting started.
What's goody?
What's up?
Bro,
How's it going?
It's been a good minute.
Oh man, a hot minute. Happy to be here.
Super hot minute.
Happy to have you.
Thank you for making the time. Busy, moving around.
Oh man, it's my pleasure.
I was glad to link up when we did.
My pleasure.
That was a wild surprise. I was like, look at this dude, man. Kind of made sense though. This is your season, fashion week, all of that.
Man, I mean, honestly, Lagos is always my season.
Indeed.
I've been working on just bringing things back home.
Yeah.
You know, we're expanding our operations, our factory here. So I think that I'll be spending a lot more time here.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You don't have a choice now.
So honestly, I'm so excited to be back in Nigeria right now, just because there's so much happening. The spirit of the people are alive. The artists are creating. The creatives are making magic. Right now it's art week. It's a lot of fashion shows happening throughout the city. It's also AFRIF, the African Film Festival, which is the main reason why I'm actually here right now. I'm working with Chioma Ude, the amazing, incredible Chioma Ude, and AFRIF on just telling visual stories, speaking about the African stories that are being extracted from here to the world, and also discussing how fashion intertwines with the storytelling. You know, for me, I've always been led by storytelling. You know, growing up in so many different countries at the same time. I was born in Nigeria. I lived in LA, in Inglewood, grew up in Inglewood, lived in Houston, grew up in Houston, Sugarland, Texas, before I went to school in New York and lived in Paris, you know, but all of these different eras of my life, I've been able to really fully just embrace the cultures, embrace the traditions, been able to reinvent myself through style, through storytelling, right? So now as a fashion designer, storyteller, filmmaker, creative entrepreneur, all-around artist, I only see things through stories. When it comes to creating a treatment for a project or a mood board for a client, like it's always rooted in what are we trying to say? Like what is the message we're saying here? What do we want the audience to evoke and to feel and to take away from our work? And being in Nigeria right now to me has been such a fuel for the stories and for just the drive for the mission that I'm on, being able to just extract and tell our stories on a global space, using fashion, using art, using film to change the perspective. You know, for me, it was really about changing the way the majority of people view African people. There's a lot of narratives and a lot of stereotypes that have been formed and fueled through just negative media and one-sided storytelling through people that don't look like us, people who are not us. And I think that's like the mission that I'm on right now. Me and a lot of my peers are just excited about being able to showcase our perspective and our view of the African continent from different countries to the world.
Crazy. And it's always good to see people who are doing it with intent. and doing it responsibly. Because like you said, people that don't look like us have these stories, and I think there's something empowering. What are you seeing on the ground in Lagos in general, actually? Obviously, you made a decision to do work here. What are you seeing with the actual people on the ground?
In Lagos right now, I'm seeing a lot of innovation. I'm seeing a lot of hunger in a different way, right? I think the age of technology, AI, all around technology has given Nigerians, Lagosians a strong ammunition in the playing field, right? With social media and with the kind of work that's coming out, it's being showcased and exported so fast. Like, right now everyone's talking about Sierra being in Nigeria for Lagos Fashion Week. Like, just that moment of her being here was just not only big for the state, for the country, but it was really also big for her. You can just see the value and the excitement when she goes back to her home. Like, her friends and everyone's looking at her like, yo, like, you just did something really amazing. That's not like the typical trip people are taking. And I think that that's an example of just where the country is right now. It's so open. It's open for tourism. It's open for everyone to come and experience. I think that the sauce that Nigeria has on the culture, whether it's like music, food, all around art, like there's a sauce here that people are tapping into, and the pot is unlimited. My whole thing is like, it's exciting to see people from all over the world coming here and tapping in and collaborating and just spreading the message, spreading the love.
Amazing. I know we got to get you out of here. Tell me about the brand, man. Talk to me before we get you.
Let's do it. So about 2 years ago, I got this vision to finally create and launch my own fashion brand. I've always designed, and I'm a designer first. I've always designed, collaborated with every brand. When you see the collaborations with the celebrity and I in a brand, whether it's Dolce and Gabbana or Balmain or Valentino, Boss, the list goes on, it requires me to come through and design, different aesthetics, tell stories, using the brand, using the talent. And for about 10 years, I was able to just like practice and learn and practice all over the world, exploring textiles and fabrics and artisans and craftsmen from all over the world. And finally, I realized that the gold I've been looking for and seeking was right at home in Nigeria. I took a trip to Kogi State, and I spent some time with some weavers. These weavers were creating textiles like Ashinze and silks, and I was just like, wow, like this is like art. This is what they do in Italy, and it's considered couture. This is what they do in France, and it's like fine art and fine fashion. So I was like, you know what, like the world has to see this. So I started working with the women and producing my own textiles and bringing in threads and creating our own fabrics and reinventing colors. And this is what birthed 1116. 1116 is the name of my brand. We have a luxury, lifestyle, and high fashion clothing brand based in Lagos, rooted in African culture, but made for the world. For me, I wanted to create something that I found missing in the market, right? When I go and shop, there's such a lack of not only designers of color, but like African designers. We're seeing, like different cultures, and I'm seeing kimonos, I'm seeing sari inspired clothes. I'm seeing, Indian designers that are incredible and, you know, being showcased, but I'm not seeing any designer from the continent of Africa. I'm not seeing clothes that are made in Africa. And I felt like that was we were misrepresented. You know, that was a feel for me. Like, I never want to do something that someone has done before. I'm not excited about being one of many people. Like, what excites me is when I see something that I know that that I have the ability and the ability to achieve that no one has done before. That's what excites me. So that's what really birthed the creation of my brand. Launching it officially next year in February.
I know we've been seeing some like early kind of soft drops.
So I've spent the past year like just building out the narrative, you know, deciding the kind of people that I want to represent and be the ambassadors and be our faces. And you may have seen our brand on, you know, some incredible people like Diana Ross at the Met Gala, and, you know, the Cowboy Carter tour on Blue Ivy. John Legend wore us when he was in Nigeria for Global Citizen. Coleman Domingo. I mean, the list has been so beautiful, and I'm just so grateful that, like, just before the brand is even out, I'm able to have such support, been able to build a demand. But I'm also not surprised, because I know that what I'm creating and the way I'm creating it, there's absolutely nobody that is doing it like me, has my perspective, and has my network. You know, the people that like I influenced, it's immeasurable. And I feel like that's one of the powers that I have, is the ability to know what people want on the highest level. You know, I know how to create not only for myself, but for the people. And I think that's the narrative that African fashion needs right now, is somebody that understands the conversation that's happening in both worlds. You know, understands.
It's a rare space to be in.
It's a rare space. It's a special space. You know, I was born in Enugu, you know, in the East, in a small town in Nigeria. And for me to be able to have my footprint on the level of projects and things that I'm doing right now, it's only God. You know, it's only God and belief. You know, it's possible. And for me, it's just important for me to keep telling the story, let people know it's possible. Like, we are out here doing amazing things and creating magic every day. And being here in Lagos in real times allows me to also see it in real time. It's inspiring. My name is Chief Ugo Mozie. I am a designer and a creative entrepreneur, and this is Globetrotter.